slip. Maybe it was a Freudian slip. That's what he said. When we talk about free education, we're not talking about free guidelines. Let me be clear, Mr. Moderator. We're not talking about eliminating standards. We're talking about eliminating the burden caused by the lack of money. Now, please, don't let this team of naysayers redefine the debate to be why we cannot make this happen. The central question was, should college be free? And we all know, right here, that it should be free. We know that, don't we? Mr. Mitchell, I have some questions for you. You acknowledge that all people, regardless of race, gender, ethnicity, deserve to be treated equally, do you not?
I do acknowledge that.
You acknowledge that some people, despite their best efforts, can't afford college?
Yes, I do.
I guess I should continue. I mean, that pretty much ends it, doesn't it? Show of hands on the negative team. Who in here goes to public school? Who goes to public school? Okay. So you believe elementary school should be free? Yes?
I think
Okay. Do you think elementary school should be free? Do you think elementary school should be free?
I think that's irrelevant because we're talking about college.
This is cross-examination. It means I determine what's relevant. Do you think elementary school should be free? Do you think a kindergartner, if he doesn't have money in his pocket, should be denied the right to a kindergarten education? Yes or no?
I mean, you're not really paying for it, your parents are.
If the parents don't have money, should the kindergartner be allowed to attend kindergarten? Yes or no?
I don't really think so.
So middle school, same answer? If parents don't have money, should he be allowed to go to middle school? Or should he be denied entry at the door? Should he be denied entry because his parents don't have money? We'll determine what's relevant. How about a high school? If your friend shows up to go to high school and his parents don't have money, should he be allowed in the charter school? Should he be allowed in the school? Same answer as middle school?
Like I'm saying, this is still irrelevant.
Okay. You acknowledge, though, that a college degree is the virtual equivalent of a high school degree. Correct? You acknowledge that?
Yep. I do not really acknowledge that because you're going to college for a higher education, and a high school degree is a lower education than college.
You said earlier that all people, regardless of race, gender, ethnicity, they should be treated equally, correct?
Yes, I did say that.
And you acknowledge that some people don't have as much money as others, is that correct?
Yes, I do acknowledge that.
And you acknowledge that money alone should not dictate one's right to an education, do you not?
I do acknowledge that.
People who have more money have a tendency to spend more money, isn't that correct?
If you have more money, you are spending a lot of money, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to use some of that money for a more relevant cause.
People with less money have a tendency to spend less money, correct?
Same reason.
Okay. And money and debt, that factors in to a college decision, does it not?
Money and debt does factor into a college decision, but it's the fact to the people that want to go to that college to make that decision.
Right. So the answer would be in the future, yes. National security. You agree knowledge is power, correct?
Yes.
What if America, you agree that if America right now was just full of cavemen and China was its current self, that we would be at a disadvantage? You acknowledge that?
Sure.
You acknowledge that the more educated you are, the more advanced you have a chance to become. Correct?
Yes, I acknowledge that, but it's for the fact that if you're higher educated than another person, you should use that education for a greater cause.
You acknowledge that more access to higher education means more participation in the political system. You acknowledge that? Yes or no?
30 seconds.
I somewhat do acknowledge that.
You acknowledge that money should not determine your access to knowledge. Correct?
I mean, money does not determine the access to your knowledge, but it's the fact what you do with that money. I mean, if you're using that money for a greater cause, it wouldn't matter. But if you're only using that money to get higher on a higher class of like a job listing, then you're not using that money that relevantly.
What if you have no money?
Then what would be the point in going to college if you couldn't pay off your debt?
I think that's the answer we're looking for. I'm ready.
Come on out.
Why do you believe college should be free?
Because I believe we all have a fundamental right to education, and I believe as a nation it'll make it safer. I also believe it'll be cost effective, and I believe that right now the system is broken, and I think your team agrees with that point.
Please define college. Is it a 2-year school or are you talking about a 4-year school?
College is public universities, including 2-year associate degrees.
The should in the resolution suggests that free college is a right or a privilege.
Should suggest the definition of should.
Still have to answer the question.
Should is should. Repeat your question.
The should in the resolution suggests that free college is a right or a privilege.
We believe that free education is a right, not a privilege for the few.
So you're saying that it's a right for every American to have free college.
Yes.
Please define free as to whom it will be free and how long it will be free.
Repeat the question.
Please define free as to whom it will be free and how long it will be free.
Free will be to the person who's going to college, and for how long it will be available is the typical time frame it is, up to 5 years.
How will this be funded?
It'll be funded by the government.
Do you believe this initiative is an investment or expense?
I believe it's both.
So you're saying that you expect them to pay it back, or you want the government to fully pay for it?
I want the government to fully pay for it.
And you're saying it's an expense?
I'm saying it's an investment and an expense. Unless you think me paying for your education is not an investment, then it would only classify as an expense, which would be consistent with their team's suggestion that college is a bad idea.
Do you believe the people burdened with this cost of this initiative also share your belief?
Yes, my team especially.
So you're saying that people that don't believe in it will also have to pay for it?
Repeat the question, I'm sorry.
So you're saying that people that don't believe in it also has to pay for it?
Just like with the military. Meaning yes. That.
So if I don't believe it, I would have to pay for your belief?
That's right.
Does this initiative serve as just a great cause recruiting tool, or is there a retention benefit to it?
I didn't understand what you did the second word. I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Does this initiative serve as just a great cause recruiting tool, or is there a retention benefit to it?
The standards would be the same. You'd be expected to maintain the same standards that you currently have to maintain while you're in college, or you would be booted out and lose your opportunity. It's not there forever.
So we are definitely grateful. Let's give a hand to all of those who came out to participate on tonight. We are definitely grateful. And two, absolutely, we want everyone to just stay on stage just for a moment. I know some have previous obligations, but just for one quick picture